So because we've allowed self-ID to run rampant across this country, we have allowed very mentally deranged men to teach your children in schools. Welcome to the Panic Button. I'm Nina, and today we're reacting to this fella named Zachary Sandry, a man pretending to be a woman, and he's a teacher at Red Oak Independent School District in Texas. And this fella says something that should be concerning to most parents.
Hi, I'm Rosie, Texas English teacher and transgender goddess, here with just a couple of thoughts about some gender euphoria that I've been feeling today. So for those of you that don't know, gender euphoria is the feeling you get when you finally feel comfortable in your gender, when something good happens and it just brings you a lot of joy and calm, and it's been happening to me a lot today.
Meaning getting an erection? What does that mean exactly? Transgender goddess? Goddess? I'm sorry, but has he looked in the mirror lately? Because I've seen goddesses, and this ain't it.
This morning, when I stopped at the gas station for my morning energy drink, I got ma'amed, which is so funny because I know that there are a lot of women who really don't like being called ma'am, but I like it a lot. It's so new to me and it's so wonderful.
Why does this guy just, you know, you get that feeling about someone when you see them and you hear them talk, and it's just that, you know, you just want to, like that. That's the vibe I get from this fella. Now, he said he got called ma'am after getting an energy drink at a gas station. See, now here's the thing. A lot of people are afraid of transgenders and will call them whatever pronoun they want to be called in order to not get hassled by them. So is the person calling him ma'am doing it out of fear or doing it out of respect? I'm going to go with the latter.
And it was such a small thing to make me this happy. And then at school today, I'm surrounded by kids.
Surrounded by kids. No. No, we should not be having children surround these mentally deranged men, especially when he's getting euphoria. Gender euphoria. What is gender euphoria? Well, anytime I've heard a trans person say it, it always sounds icky. Gender euphoria? Was that ever a term that was used back in the day? I think not. Where did gender euphoria come from? Let's find out, people. When and where did gender euphoria start being a thing? Gender dysphoria makes sense. You got something wrong up here. But euphoria? Causes them to be happy and feel at ease. So it's like a high. But here's the thing. When you allow men to self-ID, you don't know if they are transitioning for sexual reasons or for mental health reasons. So because we don't know, his gender euphoria could mean erection. That's why we need safeguards. We need a good system so we don't allow the self-ID to continue. So we know that when someone says they're transsexual, they actually are trans, meaning they have a mental issue. This isn't a kink. This isn't a paraphilia. This isn't for sex pests. This is like in the DSM-5 kind of thing where they need to get help and last resort is transitioning. But guys like this, I'm not willing to trust any man who says he's trans at face value unless I know the person. You know what I mean? Because if you don't know, then how do you know if they're one or the other? Sex pest or have something mental going on? We don't know. So we just have to go off of instinct. Or impression that you get from the person. And the impression I get from this fella is, not good.
Kids, I teach sophomores, and I have these 15, 16-year-olds who are completely on board. Who, when I told them
Yeah, they're on board. I don't think they're on board because they want to be. I think they're on board because they have to be. I don't think they really have a choice. Now, there might be some who are on board because they want to be, but I'm willing to bet that most of them feel like they have to. So kids are like walking on eggshells around this guy, or else they'll get canceled if they say something out of line, meaning truth. And he thinks, because he's fucking sex pesty, he thinks that they're doing it because they respect him. Nah, they're doing it because they have to. That's my bet. I'd bet on that one. I put money on that.
Changed my pronouns, jumped right into it. They call me ma'am, they call me miss. They use my correct pronouns and know my correct name, and it is incredibly affirming. So,
you know, you shouldn't be getting a high off of children calling you by something that you're not, because you think you're that something. We shouldn't be not affirming. What is it? It's the we shouldn't be allowing children to enable men to believe they're women. And we shouldn't, I mean, he says he's getting like high off this. Ugh. Around, like, he's getting high off of children calling him ma'am and woman and his correct name. That just seems really creepy. It comes off very creepy. It's almost like he's using the kids he's teaching to get off. You know, that's how it's coming across.
So I guess my message here is, if you have any trans people in your life, it is so easy to show them love. So easy. All you have to do is respect them.
I respect my friends, but I would never respect this guy. He gives off the ick.
Something as simple as calling a trans woman ma'am could be the thing that completely changes her entire day. It does for me. I've been out for 7 months and it never...
Surprise, surprise, he's been out for 7 months. You mean this whole time he's been pretty much privileged. He's been using his, I'm assuming, straight white male privilege. But now that the straight white male privilege thing doesn't work anymore, you go for the next hierarchy, which is below black trans woman, which is white trans woman. It's almost like he's using this in order to do some really creepy stuff, be around kids, using them to get euphoric. Ugh. It's, no. I'm not for this. They shouldn't be around kids. They should not be teaching kids. If you have a mental illness, like if I think I'm a dinosaur and I'm teaching kids and the kids are enabling my mental illness because they have to, or else they'll get canceled or get in trouble. There's something wrong with me and the school for hiring my dumb ass. For hiring a mentally ill person who gets off around kids calling him whatever the fuck he wants. It's absolutely atrocious.
Ever gets old. So I just want you to know, if you have trans people in your life, love them, because it means everything to them.
You know when you see a spider and you're like, you see something that's like really gross, you get that feeling, that like jittery, like gross reactive feeling. That's how I get when I look at this guy, when I listen to this guy speak. These aren't good men. You know what I mean? These aren't good people. This guy is not good people. There are good people out there who are trans, and this is not one of them. Now, am I being cruel? I'm being honest. Which is something that most of these fellas don't like. Too bad. Don't care. If self-ID is a thing, I don't trust you. I'm willing to bet that if he just transitioned, self-ID'd 7 months ago, I'm willing to bet this was a paraphilia thing and this wasn't actually a mental illness. This was a way to be on top of the hierarchy in society, a way to take advantage. And no one takes advantage of children like trans women. I think we've seen enough videos to prove that. Also, have you ever heard of Trantifa? Look it up. These men are not right in the head. And as long as we allow self-ID to continue and allow these men to be around children, getting off when they're called ma'am, as long as that's going on, I'm here to stay, baby. I'm here to stay. Anyway, like and subscribe to this channel, join our memberships, comment below, share with a friend, and have a good day. Watch out for these guys. Keep an eye.
Love you, love you, love you, love you. you.